Welcome aboard. It's Captain G with turn 6 of the battle for Iwo Jima. I recorded the first 5 turns this weekend as I played them, and I checked the video feed. The first episodes have begun to air, and in the comments there was a request about showing an entire turn, which early on would have been it would have been a long turn. As it was, the summary videos I had to break into half. But I think at this stage, as we're approaching mid to end game now, moving from mid to end game, that's something I can do. So what I've done is, this is the end state as you saw in the last video, the end of turn 5, but I've already broken out a couple units, identified where I have some planned attacks, and I'm going to walk you through the US turn. So at the beginning of turn 6, the US has 2 victory locations. They have Mount Suribachi below where you are right now, garrisoned by an artillery. We have Airfield 1, and I have garrison 1 Marine assigned there, because you have to have a land unit in each of the victory zones. So we're now going to move in. The 3rd Marines are going to hit the airfield. There are mines, so I want to send sufficient infantry in there. So I'm going to attack from Hill 250 with 5 infantry, and then supported by the 3rd Marines on the airfield, which are 3 artillery, a mech, and a tank. And then from peeling out from the 5th Marines here at Hill 148, a flamethrower tank and a flamethrower Marine. This represents about half of my overall. I have 5 flame units left, this 1 Marine and 4 tanks, but I want to kill this pillbox if one of these guys gets a lucky shot. And again, your max limit in any zone is 12. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let me just double check. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 2 flame units is the limit there, plus 10 other units attacking, and the Japanese have those artillery. So that's my first attack, and so what I normally do is play the roundel, and I place the smoke cloud. Okay. Over here, the 4th Marines are going to hit this victory point. So only 4 defending units. So I'm going to assign an infantry, marine armor, 1 artillery, and 1 mech. So those 5 units. And then the flamethrower tank here from this hill coming back. The remaining units there are going to move up into Hill 380, 360. It's hard to read, it's a little blurry. So that's 2 mechs, 2 artillery, and a tank against just this 2 infantry and an AA. For the 5th Marines, in addition to what they've sent over to help the 3rd, 5th Marines are moving into Hill 159. So I have this stack of 6 artillery going in, 4 mechs, so that's 10 units, and I'm going to go ahead and bring in both flame tanks. Not really needed here, but I want to keep them with the strength. And that leaves this small force here to fill out and augment either here or here, depending on where I need, and then this artillery playing catch up. Okay. The last thing I need to do is then assign my Marine Corps Air. Hill 159 is just 1 light infantry, no AA. I don't think a plane is needed there. Airfield 2 doesn't have AA, so I do want to take advantage of that and send a couple units. I'd like to kill them all in 1 round. That's why I want to do that. And then everything else, even though the Japanese have AA, somehow they pulled their AA back. I'm going to send all the rest of my air to hit this victory zone to attrite it down. So when the last remnants of the Marines get there, there's little to nothing left. So in this particular battle box, I've laid out the dice. White is 1, green is 2, blue is 3, yellow is 4. So that's the base. Red, for me, I roll based on, that's a fire unit. I want to differentiate that from another 2 or another 3 in the case of a tank. And then this is in case I need to differentiate something else. So these two are kind of interchangeable depending on what I'm rolling. So let's do the victory point here, Kita, where I have a total of 6 aircraft coming in. Now, there are 2 types of AA in the game. There's the heavy AA, which is this green sculpt from the HBG game America, and then this traditional out-of-the-box sculpt that I've painted that defends at a 1. So you roll 1 dice per aircraft, so 2, 4, 6 aircraft. So that would be 6 1s. And I believe when I checked, you can see the box. 4, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2. So the AA ineffective, which is always good. It's very frustrating to get shut down by AA, no matter what game you play. So now the Americans will do the attack. If this was a ground attack, and you'll see it in the others, the artillery would get first strike. Vague in the rules. I'm just saying that you don't get first strike against aircraft by ground units. That's what the AA is for. So I have 2 aircraft, 2 tactical bombers that are attacking at 3, and 4 fighters attacking at 2. So that's 2 blue and 2 green for my system. Let's see how many hits they get. No, dropping it on the floor is less than efficient. All right, and this is why I get frustrated. I'm glad someone recommended that I do this. So 5, 5, 5, 6. All the fighters missed. Fighters hit on a 2 or less. 3, 5. So I got 1 hit out of all of that. And of course, the Japanese are going to take an infantry. Still gets to defend though. And again, airstrikes like this, air combat rules aren't spelled out in particular detail. I just treat it like regular combat, but air only, with the exception of the first strike. And actually, they can take the AA as a hit. I hadn't been doing that if there was a chance they would survive, assuming the Marines will come back to attrite it, but we'll see. So, okay. So I get 3 Japanese infantry at 2, a mech at 2, and artillery at 2, and the AA just fires the 1 time, and the pillbox is at 4. Now watch all these 1s come up. All right, so all the 2s missed, and the 4 got a 1. So it's 1 aircraft lost. So 1 to 1. Let's go again with so 2 and 3. Now this is something that I'm toying with as I play through it. I'm making my own notes. One of the things I am toying with is the concept of just an airstrike is a 1 and done, as opposed to sustained combat. You come in, you bomb, and you hit. But I've been playing it this way all along, so I'm going to continue where you play to the battle is resolved. So 5 aircraft. 3, 4, and then the 2s, 4, 5, 5. So again, the Marines continue to do terrible. 1 hit, again, most likely infantry. And I got a 4 and 4 2s. Yeah, I don't have a lot of 6-sided dice. I'm lucky to have what I have. So here we go. So I got a 2 with the pillbox, 2 1s, and a 5 and a 6. So that's 3 hits. There's no reason for the Marines to call this off. Use or lose every round, even if I only had 1 unit left, and you can't retreat anyway. So we're going to keep going. 2 3s. 1 and a 3. So finally 2 hits, which is awesome. So now I'll take that, I guess, because I'm getting down to, it's not even firing. So I have 2 3 3s in the pillbox. 1 2 3. Yeah, I got confused with the AA. And here again, 1 2 hits. The pillbox gets a 6. So 2 hits finishes the air battle. And that's why I was debating with the AA. Maybe I made the right decision, maybe I didn't. But they've got some sort of defense for next time as opposed to 1 unit and an AA. But now they don't have any first strike air defense. So that one's resolved. Let's go down here where there's 1 Japanese infantry defending. I have the 6 artillery at 2. And then I have the 2 flame tanks at 3. So I'll just make this be a 3. And I'll roll the mechs second if needed, because I only have so many 2s. Flame tanks both got 4s, and all of the artillery missed. 3 4 4 4 5 6. So that's frustrating. So I have 4 mechs that ordinarily would attack at 1, but they're elevated by the artillery on a 1-to-1 basis. So 4 more 2s, and I got a 2 and a 2. So the Marines did get the Japanese in 1 round, and he defends at a 2 6. So there you go. So the Marines took this hill, which totally encircles this victory point. Okay, so that's resolved. It's turned over to the U.S. I want to save the landmines for last. Let's go here where we're going after 2. The AA can be taken as a casualty, so in this case there's no reason not to take it as a casualty right away. And coming into that, I have 2 artillery at 2, 2 mechs boosted by the artillery, and 1 tank, and the tank is a 3. I like black for tanks, blue for air. So when I can, that's what I do. 6 6 5 5 4. Right? Is it me? Are the Marines just having the worst? I mean, come on. All right. So 2 Japanese defenders at a 2. 6 2. So 1 loss. I hate losing artillery because it boosts a mech, but I'm running out of mechs. All right. Next round, same as the first. 2 artillery, the mech, and 1 armor. Hopefully I didn't roll 2 last time by mistake. All right, so here the tank got a hit. Everything else missed. So they'll take the AA. And 2 defenders, 4 5. Both miss. Same attack. Here we go. 1 2. Tank missed, but I only needed 2. So that's it for Japanese defenders. They get 2 2s. 3 6. So they both missed. All right. I'm trying to move this along smartly. Not everyone wants to see me throw dice, but if you do, if you want to see how it works, attack values and that kind of thing, then that's where we're going to go. Okay, so that comes off. That one's done. Down here, the encirclement. In that attack, there is a lone. Hopefully you can see that. I thought I covered it so you can see everything. I just want to double check because now I'm paranoid that you can't. Yes, of course. Oh, you see even the edge of the captain's table. So that's an artillery firing first strike at 2. Got a 1. So that's the Marine. That's the lone Marine. Sad. Okay. Very frustrating. So now I have an artillery and a mech combo. I have a tank at 3. And I have a flame tank. Oops. Those are my placeholders. Tank at 3 and a flame tank. So 4 dice against the 3. So that's, I should have sent air there. All right. Tank got a hit. The flame missed. Mech and artillery both missed. So only 1 hit. This is the end of the game. I'm going to lose the AA, so that way I maximize the Japanese defenders. All right, defending. I have 2 infantry, an artillery, and a mech. So 4 dice at 2 against 2 2s, a 3, and 2 3s. Right? I might, at least you know I'm not lying. 2 hits. So that's the mech and the artillery now. Oh, jeez. All right. 2 tanks, flame tank and regular armor. 2 and a 3, so 2 hits. So I'll lose the 2 infantry. I need these guys to miss so the Marines can catch a break. 4 2s. Woo. 6, 6, 6, 5. Finally. All right. This is the turning point now. This is where the Marines can go for the win. 2 3s. Oh. I jinxed them. 5 6. All right. 2 2s for the defenders. 1 and a 3. So that's 1 hit. They both are at 3. I gotta maintain my ability to target select. So I got the flame tank against 2 defenders. I'm gonna roll them all at the same time. The red got the 2. Kill the artillery, because then he doesn't get first strike if some other Marine gets stuck with the job of doing this next round. 2 versus a 3. And the flame tank comes through. All right. So, and until I move another land unit there, he's stuck because I got to have a ground unit on every zone. I'm really getting down to the last guys. All right, here in this battle, I have the fighter at 2 and the attack aircraft at 3. But, oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. I have 2 landmines, which I should have rolled as soon as they moved in, but that's fine. 2 landmines. These hit at 4, 6, and a 4. So that does first strike damage to cause casualties in the Marines. So these are taken off. I'm going to put them with my stack of other chips. I'm not sure where they are. All right. And then I have 3 artillery at 2. 4, 5, 5. Okay. So now the only defenders left that will shoot are the pillbox at 4 and this tank converted into a poor man's bunker also at 4. Unless this guy can hit them. So now the Marines go, and I'm going to fire their first strike. So I'll use the red as the flame infantry at 2, and the black as the flame tank at 3. Because I don't want to hit these. I want to hit the pillbox and or the tank. 4 5. So my chance to get first strike for the Marines. Always fails. I have 4. Well, let me see what I got here. I got 3 artillery at 3. He's going to elevate the 1 mech and 2 of the Marines. That leaves 4 Marines who will attack at 1s. The 2 flame units have already fired. And then I have this regular tank at 3. Okay? 4 Marines, 3 artillery, 3 paired, and a tank. All right. Oh, and tactical and another fighter. I'll replace it. I'll chase it down later. All right. So the fighter got a hit. The tank got a hit. These are artillery or supported. 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3. Those are 1s. Done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 round. Excellent. So the air did make a difference. These have already fired, so I'll take them off. So these guys are on their way out. They're going to go down swinging, probably. 2 4s. Five and a 2. So 1 more hit. I'll take another. Actually, in this case, I can't take casualties on the mines with the aircraft, but I'm going to lose a fighter, and he's going to go home anyway, and that preserves the Marines. I'm pretty sure that's kosher. All right, so the Marines have taken Airfield 2 with a much stronger force. All right, so that completes all my combat actions. So now the Marines do non-combat. Oh, these are the 2 dead guys. All right, my stack of pillboxes over here. The dead pile. All right, so this 5th, yeah, if they want to kamikaze into there, so be it. I'm maintaining my line of supply. These guys have not gone. So 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I only lost the 1 guy. That's good. That means I only have room for 1 unit. So I'm going to move this artillery over. I'm going to move all of this up. And actually, I'm going to send these 2 guys 1, 2. The reason I'm doing that is I can send one of them to blitz here, and then the others can join for Moto Yomo. All right, so that completes the U.S. turn, non-combat being the last action. Now it's the Japanese turn, and I don't believe I got any extra hits on this battle, just to clarify. So the way I interpreted the rules, there were 5 units, I got 5 hits. Had I got 6 hits after I killed everything else, then I could consider that as destroyed. But I've not automatically destroyed them. I've only marked them as destroyed based on my understanding of the rules, is if there's an extra hit, an overkill in that final round of combat. Okay, just note. Now in this case, it doesn't matter that much because there's no Japanese along this tunnel system, and I already possess all the zones in the other tunnel system, so I should be good. All right, so now it goes to the Japanese attack. Do they want to attack? Now, mech and artillery, this pairing can move 2, so they could go 1, 2 and strike out with these guys. But that would allow all of this artillery to fire first strike. As it is, if they defend, the artillery fire first strike. So artillery are better defenders than attackers. These guys could bonsai charge because they're not defending this anymore, but these can't attack. I think I'm going to do a bonsai charge. Why not? I'm going to have these 4 infantry. Let's see if I can cost the Americans dearly. These 4 infantry are going to bonsai charge. This is just for fun. The bonsai charge has no meaning in this game as far as attacking value or anything else. But they're going to bonsai. These guys are going to bonsai. And I'm going to send these guys out. I'm going to hit this force, weaken it. That means this will still defend. This won't, because it. Well, actually, no. I'm glad this is coming up. According to the rules, I did see that a lone AA gun on its own will defend that at 2. All right. So that's the bonsai charge. Let's go through that. Let's do that. All right. So the Marine artillery will fire first strike. So that's 6 2s. 4, 5, 6. 6 at 2. First strike artillery. Whoa, nice. I like the Marines on defense. 4 out of 6. So that's the entire infantry. It's not target select, so they couldn't kill the mechs and artillery, but wiped out those 4 bonsai charging infantry. Bonsai charges never works out for Japan, not the way that they thought it would. All right, now the attackers complete their, because these guys fire first strike in attack, not on defense. So 4 2s. Now it's the Japanese opportunity to fire 4 2s. They get 1 hit. 1 out of 4. And we're going to lose a mech. Yeah. So change a 3. Feel like a dealer at Vegas. Change. He will get to defend, though. He will get to defend. All right. Now the Marines who didn't fire first strike. And that is 4 mechs defending at 2. And 2 flame tanks defending at 3. And my variable dice. Okay. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Only 1 hit. So they'll lose an artillery because it's fight to the death. There's no retreat in this game. And now I have 3 2s. 3 Japanese 2s remaining. 4 5 5. And 3 4 6. 3 6. 2 flame tanks. And if needed, I'll roll the now 3 mechs after. Ooh, Marines are good on defense. I just haven't attacked with the Japanese very much. 1 2 3 4 5. So that clears the board. Well done. So I don't need to worry about the mechs getting to fire. Okay. So that deplete. There's nothing. This guy can't move. This can move. And I forget if he's got a 1 or a 2 movement. I kind of want to put him back there, but I don't know how much movement he has off the top of my head, and I don't have any mechs to drive him, so I'm going to leave him here. No, he'll move back. If nothing else, than to slow down the Marines coming to Kita. All right, so that's the end of turn 6. I'm going to stop this video, and then record turn 7, which, depending on just travel time, may be the last or the next to last, because the Japanese forces, you pretty much witness the tipping point there. So thanks for watching and bearing with me throwing dice. Hope you enjoyed that. If you wanted to see how some of the mechanics work, this is Captain G, over and out.